Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I am going to be pruning all day. I have the entire vineyard to prune. I don't know how it's going to be today. Luckily it's got grass aisles. It's a little bit stiff and frozen right now, but who knows how this will be once the sun has beaten on it for a while. I hope it's not too mushy because I don't want to destroy the grass. That'll just allow foxtail to start growing in there. But before I get down there, I'm going to start up here. This and the concord. I can never remember what this is. It's possibly a Lakemont. Oh, geez, yeah, Mars, Lakemont. I can't remember right now. But these are the ones I need to prune. There's 3 here and one at the very end. The one at the very end is a King of the North. And then the closer one is a concord, seedless concord. The seedless concord and this one are both trained different than the Marquette and others. So I'm going to just prune the Marquette and, well, the top Wire Cordon vines. I'm going to focus on them today, and I'm going to do these last. I also have to prune my fruit trees. I have, 2 apple and a cherry tree. So it's going to be prune for 2 days. I'm not going to be able to do a how-to on pruning because I'm still fairly new to it. I've only been doing it for 3-4 years, but basically on this vine, this is kind of a mess. This shoot here is a renewal spur, and what that's for is if this cordon dies, or if I just want to remove it and renew it, then I would use a bud from this spur here. It's on the back side here, right here. So this is the original one. This shot out from the basal node there. I believe that's what it's called. See, I gotta relearn the nomenclature every year. So what I need, this is the center right here, and then I need 6 buds per foot. And we'll take this one right here. We got about a foot right here. So yeah, it's not that easy to do this, and this is kind of messy. What I want to do is on some of these, I'll cut this whole thing off right here and get rid of both of those. And then I'll probably take 2 buds, this one and this one, and then cut it here. And then there's a basal one here, a non-count bud. I believe that's called a basal. There's a non-count bud right up next to the spur, and as the name suggests, that one isn't counted in the count. And then once these all come out, this might not come out. Once these come out into shoots, if this does shoot, I'll remove it early in the year. So that's the basic plan. Look for the healthier stuff. This one is a good deal fatter than these 2. And I want to get 3 or 2 out of this, and I'll probably get, 1 over here and 2 out of this. And then I'm at about my foot. So that'll be my 6 for this side. And you also have to take into consideration that whatever way they're pointing, that's, this one will go into stuff over here. Sometimes you got to let it do what it's going to do, but if you can, try to have something aiming the way you want it as well. This is just a mess here, but I would probably only have one shoot on this, and oh yeah, I don't know. We'll kind of see as we get into it. I'll just put this on time lapse, and then I'll butt in here and there and let you know what I'm doing. This one's kind of a basket case. This is, I believe this is my oldest vine, and I've pruned it several different ways. They changed how you're supposed to prune these. At one time, I believe they had the upper cordon lower. It's kind of hard to remember now, but at any rate, I'm going to get at this and hack away at it, and then I gotta run over to the fire pit every once in a while and dump off. It produces a lot of shoots. In Italy and stuff, they have like a rolling, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like it's a can where they burn them. So they cut them off and they shove it in there, and it burns them as they go, and then the ashes drop out of the bottom and are returned to the vineyard. And I'm going to make me one of those. I forget what movie. I saw it on a YouTube video. Can't remember what. I think it was called Bordeaux. But anyways, I'm going to make one of these years. But this year is not really about the grapes. So this is just something I need to get done so that I can spray the dormant oil a little bit later and protect these from disease this year. Just a quick look around in the greenhouse. Still just the one plant coming up in whatever this is. If you remember right, these two tags got mixed up. We'll know pretty soon, but still only one plant up. Not a lot of difference, still only one purple milkweed up. I didn't really look all that close, but I think that's it. And the rest of them are kind of the same. Where there were tons of them, there are still tons of them. I don't know how many days to germination most of these are, but it really doesn't matter. Some are going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It can be up to a month, so it is what it is. Yeah, these are coming along quite nicely. Okay, that's enough of that. Back to pruning. Hi, kitty. Oh, geez, I didn't know she was in here. I can't have her. Nope, nope. Come on, kitty. Out. Go. She would have jumped right on top of there and messed everything up. She's got to stay out of here. Okay, like I was saying, it is icy cold and windy up on top of the ridge here, but the vineyard is, I don't know, 30, 40 feet down over the edge of the ridge, so usually it's a lot nicer down there, so hopefully it is. My hands are just freezing after doing, what, 4 vines, so I have 140 some odd vines now, so it's going to take a while, but it's warming up. It's pushing noon, and it doesn't really start warming up till noon, so. Well, I'm down in the vineyard, and no such luck. It's windy down here as well. So, I'm going to get started. These are basically 1-year vines. For the most part, they've just been trained onto the trellis, so it should be fairly quick pruning. I'm not sure. I took the gator down here into the vineyard, and I'm thinking I'm going to load up the back of the gator, and it'll be quicker than the wheelbarrow. But the gator just fits in these aisles. It doesn't work very well once the vines are growing, but it should work right now. So hopefully I can go up and down the aisles with the gator and make short work of this. We'll see. Well, there you have it. That was quite a bit of work. Hopefully this wind isn't too bad for the microphone here. It is quite windy. I had to stop driving the gator in here right over there because it was digging in too much. It's getting soggier as the day goes. But that's it. Now we'll have 6 buds per foot. I might as well tell you what this right here is a cordon. These right here were canes until I pruned them like this. Now they're spurs. It only grows fruit on first year sprouts, so it'll get sprouts on the buds on each one of these, which will come out and bear fruit. And then next year they have to be pruned again, because the buds that come off of this will not produce fruit. So you have to keep getting your shoots from 1-year-old cane. Some of these, like this one's fully developed, but we're missing a spur there. It might have a bud in there. It might shoot something out. And this is the renewal zone right here. This one isn't a good example though, but usually there's a few buds left so that you can retrain a new cordon when they get shabby. This one's fine for now. Yeah, this one's kind of funky. They're like 2 inches apart. Some of this stuff grew full of disease, so it grew real short internodes, which is the distance between them. The distance between the nodes is the internode. This is from last year. This is a cane, but once you train it onto the wire, it is now going to be a cordon. This will grow the shoots like this down. Those will be canes next year, and they'll be cut just like this, and then this will look exactly like that next year. So this is at 1 year, you just cut everything off right at the cane, and then it'll get it has a single bud there, so it'll grow one down, one up, one down, one up. Yeah, you want them, or at least with this variety, you want them about 6 inches apart. Some of these are wildly off and have missing. You get a lot of wind down here, so there's a lot of wind damage. Once they're a little bit older, they're less susceptible to the wind damage because the spurs are facing down, and the new shoots will go downwards instead of straight up, and then they break. Yeah, this is a 1 year. This is a cane. Once they have like a bark on like this, they're at least 2 years old. So soon I'll find out if any died over the winter. I don't think any did, but it's possible. I might have, especially up in front, I might have a couple, they call it dead arm, but it's the cordon here died. And sometimes it'll sprout like way down here, and you just train that back up and use that. No idea how the new row is doing. I'll take a better look at it tomorrow. It's freezing out here with the wind. The sun feels nice, but it's still, I think it's in the 30s, and I got no jacket on. This one looks pretty nice, but these are too close. I probably could remove that one. What do we got here? 3, yeah, we got 6 here. Each one of these arms, these cordons, is about 3 feet. Each vine has 6 feet of space. They're 6 foot on center, and then the aisle is 8 feet. Yeah, looking pretty good. Hopefully I got in here. Well, I did get in here early enough and got this prune. I missed one. I'm coming back here tomorrow and tying, taking off old ties where necessary, putting new ties in, and then touching up on any pruning I see. I pruned everything from the west side today. I'll do everything from the east side tomorrow, and then you see a lot of stuff that you missed just going down the opposite side. I gotta get this. I got this started last year and just never finished it, but I gotta get the other 2 poles in there, and then the cross braces, and then the whole damn thing. Got to put the wires in and everything. Oh, and tomorrow I also need to come down here and pull these wires. I have a tensioner. Hopefully it works. It seems to want to slip. I might need to use a chain tensioner if that one doesn't work, but it should. It's a real, it's a good brand, or a good brand name. So I got to tighten these wires, do some tying, and any touch-up pruning that needs to be done. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. So I will definitely get a crop this year. I could have gotten a small crop last year. The small deer. Looks like a doe. Yeah, these are rebar right here. Now that's another thing. Some of this rebar can come out. It's really windy. I hope this isn't messing up my sound too bad. But these are extensions on the rebar. They can come out at some time when the vine is fairly strong. I'll be needing some of them on this row pretty soon. I mean, these should make it up onto the wire this year, but I don't think they'll be they might make it like this. This is a 1-year-old one, but I'll just end up cutting this off and letting the new shoot go along the wire. This came up from the ground last year. You can see it goes all the way up from the ground and across. I need to prune this stuff off because you really don't have anything on these fresh new cordons. Okay, that'll about do it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow, and I also have to prune the fruit trees tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon so that you receive notice when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.